Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another Minecraft Java video. Today we're going to take a look at the Boosted FPS mod pack for Minecraft Java edition on version 1.18.2. This is the Forge edition of the Boosted FPS mod pack. For those of you who don't know, Boosted FPS is a mod pack you can actually download from the CurseForge website, which contains loads of performance-based mods and a few of the quality of life mods as well. I've now managed to get this ported across to the Forge version as well, so for those of you who enjoy using Forge mods, then the Boosted FPS mod pack will be something that you can actually look into. It does contain close to 37 mods, as you guys can see over here next to the mods button, and it has quite a few performance-based Forge mods that we can enjoy on version 1.18.2. Similar to the Fabric version, this version will also try and give you better FPS in your game and also try and reduce any lag that you guys might be facing. If we have a look at some of the mods that are included, the main mod to note that is included with this for Forge is actually called Rubidium. As you guys can see, it's an unofficial fork of the Sodium. We also have another mod, and this one is called Oculus, and this is actually the Iris shaders port, which is also an unofficial fork of Iris made to work with the Forge mod loader. We also have a few other performance-based mods as well, such as Ferrite Core. As you guys can see, we are still waiting for Starlight to come across. As soon as that is available, we will be ported into this mod pack. We also have some culling mods as well, so as you guys can see, we have the entity culling, and we also have other stuff like better FPS, K6s and lazy DFU. We also have a few quality of life mods as well, so you will actually see that once you are playing the game, you will have a much better experience. So let me just quickly show you guys. We also have a mod which is a Whaler fork called Jade, which tells you which blocks and items you are looking at. So as you guys can see on the top there of my screen, in the top center there, it is telling me what kind of log I am looking at the moment and what kind of tool would be required to actually cut that down. So as you guys can see from the small icon on the top there. If I go into my inventory, you can see that we also have the Just Enough Items mod, which is similar to the REI mod, but this is only on Forge. For those of you who like to use the JEI mod, then you can also get to enjoy this as well. If I go into my game menu, click on options and go into video settings, you can see that this layout is actually similar to what we would expect from the Sodium mod on Fabric. So now that this has been ported across to Forge, we can also enjoy the same functions of Sodium. We also have a shader packs button over here, which does allow us to use shaders as well alongside Sodium. So you do get that Iris shaders and Sodium experience on Forge as well. Another good news is that if you guys don't like using Sodium and Iris shaders, you can actually disable them, and then you can actually go ahead and use OptiFine as well. I will later on in this video show you guys how to actually disable those mods and be able to use OptiFine. So for those of you who enjoy using OptiFine, then don't worry, you will be able to do that, and I will also leave a link in the description which will show you which particular version to use with this mod pack. So do make sure to check out that link in the description. It will give you all of the instructions and what version of OptiFine you should be getting that will work with this mod pack. We also have other functions which are similar to OptiFine, so if you guys do decide to use the Sodium fork, then you will also get those functions similar to what we would expect in OptiFine. So for example, you will start off with a few items when you first load the game. One of the items that you will get is this spyglass. This actually now works as your zoom in Minecraft, so you can actually right click and I can actually zoom in and out, similar to the zooming function in OptiFine, as you guys can see. If you guys are worried about losing the spyglass, then don't worry. All you need to do is just press F4 on your keyboard, and as you guys can see, this is another menu which allows you to dupe some items as well. So you can actually take your spyglass and dupe it how many times you want to do that, and then you can store some of these duplicated items in a chest, for example. You can also change from creative, survival or spectator mode, and also give yourself god mode, and also give yourself an OP stick, as you guys can see over here, and give yourself some XP. I would not recommend using this XP button if you guys are playing survival and you want to actually play the game properly. So all you need to do is just press F4 for this special menu, which will allow you to do all of this stuff. We also have dynamic lighting, so let me just quickly go ahead and change the time to nighttime, and then we can have a look at the dynamic light. As you guys can see, it's currently dark and there is no lights around my character, but if I was to actually go ahead and equip the torch, you can see that everything around me is illuminating. So this is thanks to the dynamic lights mod that is also included in this mod pack. If you guys are using OptiFine, then don't worry, that will be included with that. If you guys are using the Sodium fork, then this is another option that you guys can do if you want to retain the dynamic lights function. So you guys will actually have more flexibility in the Forge version of the Boosted FPS mod pack on version 1.18.2, thanks to the ability to actually use a fork of sodium and iris shaders and the option of disabling them and then using OptiFine as well. If you guys do want to check out this mod pack, then all you need to do is actually get the CurseForge client. You can use other clients as well, but you would have to import it as a zip file. I would recommend that you guys get the CurseForge client. It's really easy to actually set up and install the mod packs. Once you have installed the CurseForge client, the screen will look something like this, and all you need to do is actually search for Boosted FPS in the search bar there, or you can actually just type in GamerPotion as well, and you should be able to see all of my mod packs over here. So as you guys can see, this is the Fabric version of Boosted FPS, and we also have the Forge version of Boosted FPS as well down here. Then you can just click on install. It will install it, and then it should look something like this, where you can actually click on play to start playing the game with the Boosted FPS Forge version. If you want to actually enable or disable OptiFine on here, then all you need to do is just right click on here, click on view profile, click on these three dots, click on profile options, and then make sure that allow content management for this profile is being ticked. By default it will be unticked, so do make sure that that has been ticked. You can then click on installed mods over here, and you can actually go ahead and disable Oculus and Rubidium. As you guys can see, I've done that, and now we can actually go ahead and download OptiFine from OptiFine's main website and move it into the mods folder of this instance. To do that, just click on these three dots, click on open folder, and then place OptiFine's jar file inside the mods folder. Similar to the Fabric version, this version of the Boosted FPS mod pack on Forge also has a cool loading screen. So let me just quickly show you guys. I'm just going to use a resource pack disable function here to show you guys the loading screen. It's really cool. I'm going to click on done, and as you guys can see, it has changed the default Minecraft loading screen. It will also give you some information on the top left there, showing you the Minecraft version and the amount of mods that are included as well. After disabling Rubidium and Oculus and putting the OptiFine jar file inside the mods folder, you can relaunch the mod pack. And if we go into options and click on video settings, you can see that now I do have OptiFine HD H6 Ultra loaded here, and we've got the standard OptiFine settings here that some of you might be used to. So if you guys are getting lower performance with sodium, for example, if you've got an integrated graphics card or older hardware where sodium is not performing well, then you can actually disable those two mods and use OptiFine as well. So you've got the flexibility to do both of those things. As you guys can see, I'm now in a game with OptiFine loaded here, as you guys can see, and I am getting similar FPS to what I was getting with using the sodium fork. As I mentioned earlier, to disable the other mods and enable OptiFine, you can go ahead and read up how to do that in the instructions below. I will leave a link in the description which will show you exactly how to do that. And hopefully you guys will check out the Boosted FPS mod pack on Forge for Minecraft Java Edition version 1.18.2. If you guys have any questions or queries about any of the mods that I've shown you guys today, or any of the other mods that are included in the Boosted FPS Forge edition of this mod pack, then do leave them in the comment section below. I will do my best to try and help you guys out. If you enjoyed the video, then please do give us a like, and also please do subscribe to this channel to help support it, help it grow, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.